friends, I'm Walker and welcome back to Olive Ave Nails, where we talk about vegan and cruelty-free nail polish. Today we are doing another video in my purple comparison series, so if you are new to my channel, I will link that playlist up above in the cards if you want to check out the rest of my purple comparison series. We are diving deep into this gorgeous group of medium cool toned purples. These are purples that don't have a lot of pink in them, they're much more blue toned, but they still pack a lot of punch. They're not super light, they're nice and pigmented. So let's dive into these three. We're going to compare these up close and see how they look. Alright, the first polish in this group is Kiara, and Kiara is from the Winter 2018 collection, which was the Jubilee collection. And Zoya describes Kiara as a full coverage deep purple cream, and they say that this one is a gorgeous complement to the rich jewel tones of the season, and I do see a little bit of kind of a royal jewel toned purple in here for sure, so this one's really pretty. And then getting a little bit lighter, we have Mira, and Mira is a little bit of an older polish than Kiara. This one is from the 2011 summer collection, which was the Sunshine and Summertime collection, and this one is described by Zoya as being a blue toned medium purple with dusty lavender tones. I'm not sure exactly what the lavender tones mean, maybe just that it has a kiss of pink in here, but I would say that this one is definitely a blue toned medium purple. I think Zoya and I agree there. And then the last purple that we're going to look at in this comparison is Serenity. This one's a little bit newer than Mira, but it's not super recent. This is from the 2015 summer collection, which was the Island Fun and Paradise Sun collection. And Zoya describes Serenity as a summer purple in full coverage and densely pigmented cream formula. They say this one is reminiscent of irises, which I can see for sure, but I will say that the description of this being a summer purple tells you absolutely nothing about the color. Alright, so here are our three beauties right here, and they look so blue down here. I can't even handle it. Serenity, Kiara, and Mira. You can see there are definitely differences here, so this is not a group where there are anywhere near dupes, but I do want to give you just some kind of points of reference. So here is Malia, which is another cooler toned purple, but it is much lighter and softer. It's not quite as pigmented as the ones that we're looking at today. Malia is a little bit more kind of whited out, a little bit softer. Malia reminds me a little bit more of like a dusty, almost like wisteria purple, whereas these are much more, you know, they're packing a punch. That said, we do have Pinta, which is a super, super dark, almost black purple that is very cool toned. You can see that although Kiara is super deep and super dark compared to the others in this group, compared to Pinta, it is definitely purple, whereas Pinta is almost black on the nail. So, you know, Pinta is a really nice cool toned purple, but compared to this group, it is way more deep and dark and pigmented. I feel like I'm using the word pigmented wrong here because it's not that these polishes have less pigment in them. I think what I mean by that is just how deep they are and how like almost close to black they are. Alright, I also want to bring in two of the warmer purples that we've looked at. This is Landon and Maeve, because I think, you know, maybe at first glance or in the bottle you might think that these are similar because they're so deep, but I think that they just make the three that we're looking at today look so blue here that it's really important to bring in these warmer ones because you can just see how blue Mira, Kiara, and Serenity look. It's always astounding to me that we call all of these polishes purple, and yet there is such a variety here. I love doing comparisons. Alright, so I'm actually not going to swatch any of these three because they are pretty different. Serenity is just about the most perfect cool toned purple. It is right in the middle. It looks very blue. There's not a hint of warmth here. It's just like crisp on the nail. Kiara is obviously much deeper than the other two. It's much closer to a black, although like we saw compared to Pinta, it is still very, very light. And then Mira, I would say, does have a hint of warmth in it, at least compared to these two. It is not a warm purple. It is definitely a deep purple. I think that maybe like a violet makes a little bit more sense here for this one. It's a little bit closer to a slightly warmer purple. So I don't think these three are close enough to need to swatch. They're pretty different, but I like all three of these. All right, awesome. So that's my comparison. I hope that you enjoyed this video. My favorite from these three is probably Serenity. I really like just how perfectly blue, how perfectly cool toned it is. It's really, really nice. I tend to go for warmer toned purples, so I don't reach for these ones that often, but if you reach for these, let me know which one is your favorite. I'd love to hear from those of you that prefer these cooler toned purples, and I'd love to hear which ones are your favorite, because maybe some of them deserve a second chance from me. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me and chatting about nail polish. Again, if you want to watch the rest of this series, it will be linked on your screen, up in the cards, and also right here on the bottom. So I hope that you will check out the rest of this playlist and find some fabulous purples. Awesome. Thanks so much. Bye.